guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing an unboxing video. So this is going to be the unboxing of the Briar Collecta. I think it's Briar, but it's definitely Collecta. It's a Collecta set, like a horse set, and they only have 2 available that you can choose from. But the thing is that I couldn't find it on the actual Briar website. I could only find it on either Amazon or eBay from what I've looked for. I'm sure you could probably find it at other places too. So I'm going to be unboxing that. And I also have some riders here and some different saddles because I want to like test out to see like if the set is like kind of like Schleich, you know. All right, so let's get into it. Here's my box. This is gonna be, I already undid it so it would be easier for me to do a video, but clearly this is a bit more tricky than I thought it would be. Also, sorry about the live stream whiplash. I guess I should do my research more before I decide to do something. But yeah, so here is that. It came nicely wrapped. Here it is, first look. This is what it is. So as I said, there's like 2 you can choose from. But this one, you could choose this one, or there's this one, and then the other one was literally the same exact thing, like same tack and stuff, but different horse and rider. And the rider was more like an English rider, and then the horse was like a bay horse. So I decided to get this one, so let's unbox it. I'll probably pause it because I don't have a stand. Real quick, this is the back. So yeah, so that's the other horse and rider you could have gotten. And then here's the stuff that comes with. It says it's like opposable, kind of like the Schleich, except the people can turn their heads. That's different from Schleich. Schleich can't turn their heads. And then there's that. That's how that works. I'm really interested to see because the saddle is really different from like Schleich saddles, and same with the bridle. The bridle's a bit different too. It looks like it can like clamp on to like right there, as you can see. So I'm interested about that. I'm curious to see what that's gonna look like. And yeah, so now I'm actually gonna open it. And this is so cool. It comes with a little pamphlet, kind of like, Schleich's little pamphlets that they hand out. So now I'm gonna just take everything out. It's like, this might take a while. Oh, the riders are much bigger than the Schleich riders. That's cool. I always like these little backgrounds. It's cool. Let's have to pop her out. Whoa. Let's grab her by the, come out. Oh, she's attached by the waist. Okay. Let's see. I might need to get a scissors. Here we go. I don't want to cut anything. There we go. Blink. Oh, the horse is tied down, but by the neck. I don't want to chip his paint. Is this a good idea, you guys? Okay, I might just have to like pull him out, so yeah. Here's a person. Whoa, she is very movable. So I'm just gonna compare her. Can her hair come off? Sorry if you hear background noises. yeah, it's been kind of hectic today. Okay, so yeah, they're much taller than the original people. I decided to get the set over the other one because I really like the rider's outfit, and I like the horse better too. And her boots. I have a pair of cowgirl boots, and they look just like this kind of. Yeah, and I like that she's wearing a vest, and her hair is braided. Oh, her hair is like rubbery. Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna get the other stuff out too. Oh, it's the saddle. Is that okay? I'm just gonna get everything out. Okay. So I unboxed, this is a horse. He's really pretty. He's actually, let's see, let's try and focus on him. You can see he's got eyes, and his face is so cute. And look at his nose, I like the pink. They did a really good job on painting him and doing like the shading and stuff. He's like, there's like a lot more to him than you think, cause like when you see him, cause he's like whoa, he's like really pretty. And then this is a stand. I think looks like it can come apart. And then here's the saddle and bridle. Well, I mean the saddle and saddle pad. They're rubber, so they're not like plastic or anything. So, and the saddle pad can come off, which is cool. I don't know why it keeps focusing out on that, but it's got really nice design. And here's the bridle. It's a bit collapsed. When I first saw it, I thought it was broken, but it's not actually broken. It's just that's the throat latch one, and then here's her hat. So here's just a bit of a comparison to the saddles, like Schleich versus this. As you can see, it's like much smaller. The Schleich is much smaller, and then here's the Western one, and then here's just like the normal like horse club saddle. This is like the closest replica, I think, to that. Maybe this is, yeah, this is pretty close. I like how the detail on the saddle, like it's got that part. Okay, so I am going to put the tack on the horse and tell you what I think. Okay, so here's the tack on the horse. I had to say it was definitely a little bit of a learning curve, because you have to put the reins over his head first, because unlike like the Schleich halters, you can just twist them 180 degrees, no problem. But these have to, the reins have to go over the head first, kind of like a real horse, And then here's the saddle and saddle pad on. I would definitely say it's a bit of like a loose fit. Like you can't really tighten it, because this is how it gets on. It goes on through like through those buttons. They pop in through the buttons, and there's just like limited button space. So yeah. Oh, it says his breed on his belly. He's a Hanoverian stallion. That's cool. Okay, so I'm just going to recenter that, and then I'm going to put the rider on him. And here's a stand test. He stands good. Yeah, he looks great standing. All right, so here we go. Okay, I have to say, she fits on the saddle, but I feel like the stirrups are more of just like looks. They're not really usable for the rider, at least. I mean, she can fit her feet in there, but the stirrups kind of like, twist up, which is fine. Her hat does not want to stay on her head, no matter what I do. It just, you see that? Oh, wait, no, never mind, you didn't see that. It just, see, it rises up. That's okay though. She doesn't need a hat. She's fine. She's fine. And so then, yeah, another test I wanted to do was, I mean, she got her other leg in that shirt too. But, I mean, yeah, I would say this was, like, okayly designed. She can, like, twist her body, like, oh, turn your body to K. And she can turn her head too. I think her head, like, her hairpiece can come off. Her hair is, like, rubbery. Yeah, I don't know. Look at those cavities in those boots. Oh, okay. I'm going to get another model horse just to compare the size of the horse. I would say this is a great, like, scale, like, size scale, between horse and rider. I would say this is pretty decent. Yeah, I love the model. I'm obsessed with it. The rider, I don't know. I'm going to use this Frisian Stallion, or, yeah, this Frisian Stallion as a reference, to size. No, buddy. Let's see if you can stand on my bed. I don't know if you will. There we go. And then here's Frisian Stallion. So you can see there's quite a bit of a gap difference. And then I will try and see, like, the tack difference between, like, maybe put the Schleich tack on him and then put the Collecta tack on him. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna work with the saddle, at least, because he's got a slim belly and he's got, like, a, you know, pretty decent, like, plump size belly just because he's a different scale size. So I'm gonna maybe grab, like, my Tinker or my Clydesdale or maybe my Black Forest. I don't know. I decided to do my Black Forest Stallion, and put the tack on him instead. Another reason, like, this bridle is a decent size and it's pretty decent size, so I think maybe it will fit my bigger scale horses because the Schleich ones are always just way too small, and then if you try and put them on the big horses, it either severely stretches them out or it breaks them. So, all right, here we go. La 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 la, Elmo's World, yeah! Just for reference, this is the bridle on the Schleich Frisian Stallion. And then this is the saddle on the Black Forest. It looks really big. It, like, goes down all the way to his hocks. Oh, this is interesting. Well, now I'm gonna put the bridle on him. Okay, so I think this is not going to work. As you can see, clearly, it's, let me see. Yeah, that isn't going to cut it, you guys. I think I'm going to have to make separate tack for these bigger guys. Yeah, it's not looking good. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the Schleich tack on the Collecta model. But before that, I'm just gonna show you a comparison in size from the Collecta model horse and the Schleich model riders. That's a pretty decent size. That's what I would expect of, like, maybe a warm blood. I mean, the horse is a bit tall. Now, given the circumstances, maybe this Schleich rider is, like, a person on the shorter scale. Like, maybe he's, like, 5'2". Okay, and then maybe this girl, she's like 6'3". I don't know, but here's her height to the horse. Yeah, that looks much better, especially considering this is a Hanoverian. And okay, lean them up against. I mean, that's not bad either. This is a Frisian. Not a bad height, just not like wonderful, you know. And then with the Schleich rider, I mean, this is the guy, and the guy Schleich riders are a bit tall. But those are those two together next to each other, and then here's Hannah next to this blondie. Yeah, that's very interesting. But yeah, we gotta have some diversity in our group, you guys. Yeah, so now I'm actually gonna put the tack on. Alright, here's this tack. As you can see, the saddle is a bit small on this model. Yeah, but the bridle fits perfectly, honestly. I mean, that's great. The saddle though is it's just a little bit smaller than I would prefer. Okay, so to the next one. And then I'm gonna do the red classic saddle last, because that's the one I think would most likely be able to have the Collecta rider be able to sit in, just because its stirrups are movable and stuff and opposable, unlike these ones that are just completely stuck to the girth. Okay, here we go. Okay, weirdly enough, the bridle for the Western Schleich tack is kind of small. It was a really tight fit. The saddle, it's okay, but still, again, kind of small. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah. So next one. Okay, again, another tight fit for the bridle, but the bridle does fit. And it looks actually pretty good on him. So, and then the saddle, I think the saddle fits pretty good. I mean, as good as you get. I did always think though that the Schleich saddles, these ones in particular, were just a kind of a bit chunky and bulky, a little bit more bulky than usual or necessary. But I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that they're this bulky because of the composable riders. And the composable riders can't fit in the Schleich saddles that are a bit tighter, like the ones that the stirrups are like literally stuck to the girths. But yeah. So I'm gonna try and see if the rider can fit on this saddle. So I kind of doubt it though, because she's kind of tall. But here we go. Okay, so yeah, I was right. She's definitely isn't gonna fit in the stirrups. Um the seat's kind of small too. But yeah, she looks okay. Um I'm gonna put the Schleich rider on the horse then. Okay, so yeah, this is just for a reference. This is the Schleich rider on the Collecta model. Um, so I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Schleich actually kind of redid their bridle system. I mean, the bridle itself is the same, but the reins are like extended, and then it has like a harder rubber part along here for the rider to grip onto, which I think that's actually kind of genius, because some of the horse models have kind of like long necks or bodies, and then the reins are just like kind of tight like this, and then the riders can't hold on to them, so it's like kind of like an invisible imaginary holding on. And then there's this ooh. Yeah, they look pretty cute. And so now I'm just gonna put everything back on the model, and I'll just do like give you my full statement here. Alright, here's my official statement. I'm gonna give this a honest 7 out of 10. Just because of the tack and stuff kind of being a little bit weird, but it's honestly, it's a new experience. So, um, and that's in itself. I think the bridal is really cool, is good. The rider is cool too. Although she's a bit bigger than I was expecting, but that's totally fine. I can make like separate like custom tag for her, and do like some custom videos. And then another thing I thought was kind of weird is she's kind of a Western rider look. She's got Western vibes, but her tag says otherwise. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. It looks a lot like it is definitely like an English riding style. And I would say the saddle is kind of bulky too. Um, and then another thing that kind of bothers me is the saddle itself is black, but the bridle is brown. Where did where did that come from? It's kind of weird. I don't know if it bothers you guys, but it's just kind of cringy. Um, but otherwise, I really love it. I love the model horse. I think it's really beautiful. I'll definitely be using it for my Schleich riders. I may use the this for some other stuff. She could be like, oh, sorry, she could be like a bareback rider. I mean, she could do that. Um, I mean, I could pull out the saddle too. She could be like in the saddle too, but like side scenes, you know. Um, but yeah, I think this is a great set. So, definitely check it out. I may or the reason why I got this in the first place was because I was curious, and then if I really liked it, I might get the other one. But right now I'm not 100% sure. I might or I might not. It just depends. But that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your days or whatever you guys are doing. And yeah. All right, peace out, guys.